Hello everyone, it's Jenny here from Chill Lifestyle. I know I don't normally do a card reading on a Friday, but you know what, it's Black Friday, and so I decided, you know what, I'll give away a freebie. Okay, so today I'm going to do another Ask the Akashic. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what the Akashic Records are, I heard this description in another reading. I remember thinking it's really a good one, and it is, think of it as the iCloud of the souls of the earth. Okay, it holds all the truths, it holds all the knowledge, it holds all the details that we may be knowing, and apparently there is some kind of reference to this in the Bible as well. Okay, so think of it as just having a library of just, you know, all the information we need and have needed since day one. Okay, so this can really help you with maybe a question you may have. So this is not targeted towards anything, but it could be a love question, it could be a career question, it could just be a health question, something in general. Okay, I'm hoping that it will understand. This is called the pyramid spread. So what I like about it, it gives you a basis to a situation, your current situation, and an outcome. Okay, so our piles today is pile number 1, and I have got the angel wings. Okay, pile number 2, we have got an aeroplane, and pile number 3, we have got a racehorse. Okay, so again, you may like the symbols, you may like the numbers, you may just want to stare at the pile for a little while and see what it brings you, or see which one stands out to you more. Okay, so take a deep breath. I'll give you a second or so just to have a thought. Maybe you want to see the symbols again for some of you. So here we've got angel wings, an aeroplane, and a racehorse. I literally asked the angels for each one, and I dug as they came out, so hopefully they have some kind of meaning in with the cards. Okay, I've added a bit of a light to the room because this is obviously my office room, so I thought I'd add a little bit of light so I'm not so dark. Hopefully I'm doing a better job today. Right, okay, so I'm going to start with pile number 1, move these across. Okay, all right, okay, so remember this is general, it's not really focused on anything, it's just you may have a question or a situation that you're struggling with, and hopefully the Akashic can help you. Okay, hold this a little bit, this down a little to see my face, hopefully better. Right, okay, so the basis of your situation, we have got the divine position. Hopefully you can see that quite clear. Okay, so okay, I'll just go through the cards gently. So the divine position, we have got intricacies and industry. We have got Archangel Gabriel, and we have got the scribe. Okay, so we'll go through that first. Okay, so this is why is your situation the way it is, whatever your question is, why has things happened, whatever it is. Okay, these are the past energies or the basis of your question. It's also things that it's still affecting you now, whatever these things are, but it's hopefully will give you some kind of answers. Okay, so starting with the divine position. So this here, this card, and I'll bring it up again, is of a healer. Okay, it could very well be Jesus. He has got or Archangel Raphael, because there's a lot of green light coming out of him, but he looks very much like Jesus. So as you can see over here, he has got the caduceus. Now the caduceus is a medicine symbol. You might see it on some kind of medics often as the symbol that what they have. and it's got two snakes, golden snakes entwined with like wings on the top of it, and it's really the symbol of healing. Okay, so the basis of your situation, you may have needed either some physical healing or some kind of emotional healing, and that's why one of the reasons why the situation is what it is. Okay, with the intricacies and the industry, this is of a guy who has basically got a whole lot of scrolls, and I kind of said his plans, so architectural plans that are kind of there, and he's kind of building. So he's building a temple. This could have been a church. Maybe it fell down and he's rebuilding it. And so this could literally be you trying to rebuild on something. So you may be healing something in your life, may have happened. As I said, it could be a physical or an emotional thing in your life. And you've had to now build yourself up, whether it's build up your courage or build up your life again. Something that's obviously had come crashing down and it has to be rebuilt. This could also just be, it could be a business situation. It could be your career. Okay, so that's also the basis. You've also got your Archangel Gabriel. So it is a time again of, a time to learn how to communicate better, time to, Gabriel is normally the communication angels. So the situation may have been something that you had to learn. You may be learning how to, rebuild or how to build from the beginning, or, from the bottom up as well. It's how to lay a solid foundation. I mean, we all know that if the foundation is incorrect, the building is eventually going to wash away. So you're learning, it's so important to heal, because if you don't heal your situation properly, you're going to then start building on shaky ground. Okay, so you've really had to learn to go within. You've had to learn to heal. For some of you, maybe you've had to go to a psychologist to get proper healing, or a doctor. As I said, you might have had an operation. Please take whatever resonates. This is really general. I'm trying to hit all the knobs on the head. And it's really taught you to go within. It's taught you a lot. You may have to learn how to walk again. You may have had to learn how to talk again, if you were in a massive car accident or something. Okay, so you've had to learn how to communicate, or how to better communicate. Maybe if you're building up a business, you've had to learn how to work on social media, and how to write, and how to blog, and there's been a lot. But either which way, you're starting to learn how to rebuild your circumstances up. Okay, communication is really important in whatever it is, whether it's a relationship even. You might have had a relationship break up, or a marriage fall apart, or had to move out and start all over, and maybe your communication is something you've had to learn a lot. Okay, and then we have got the scribe. Now the scribe is also, now you can imagine these scribes are quite important. So think of them, think of the Bible, and how each and every single one of those scribes were important to putting this Bible together. So this is about putting the pieces back together again. It's about writing. For some of you, it's about journaling or blogging. Maybe some of you are actually artists. Some of you are writing up a business plan, or drafting business plans, drafting documents, whatever it is. This is about writing and drafting, and basically putting a plan into place in your life, in whatever way or form. For some of you, maybe you're only learning how to write, or you're learning a new skill. Okay, so these are people that are, quite, again, think of the Akashic libraries, and people, taking down all this information. So basically, the basis of your situation is one that a lot of healing had to take place. You are rebuilding your life in whatever way or form. There's a lot of learning involved. A lot of one of the learning is communication, how to better communicate. You may be learning how to put your feelings on paper, how to put your thoughts into paper, maybe how to put your business plan together, or how to just rebuild your life in some way or form. And there's just, again, a lot of learning and a lot of healing. Okay, so sums up the basics. Okay, so what is happening now? So you have got the Akashic library. So again, this is that of, sorry, I just hope that this is light is better. Okay, So this is someone who is sitting in the Akashic library, and he, again, has got a book, and he's writing again. So I really don't know what you guys are doing, but even in your current circumstances, you're still learning how to write. Maybe you're writing a love letter, maybe you're writing a text message, maybe, again, whatever you've learned, you're now putting into practice. You're learning to communicate better, and you're putting it into a blog, a website, a poem, a book. You know, maybe you're literally writing the book. Maybe you've learned a lot, you've healed, and now you want to tell the world what you did and what you need to do. Again, you're taking your knowledge, you're taking what you learned, and you're somehow putting it out there, okay? You're not kind of, what I'm kind of getting is the learning of how to put things into practice is now you're actually doing, okay, whatever this is. Writing your center of the reading, and this is like the center of why your situation is, and you've got the Queen of Horses, okay? So this is a card of a very powerful woman, okay? And this woman is someone who can balance all energy. She's great with communication. Again, communication. So, you know, the main theme to this is communicate. Whether you have to write or speak or phone or text message, you know, communication is the most pivotal part of your question, okay? She's able to balance the sun with the dark, the moon with the stars, and the sun and the daylight and the rainbows. And you know, you've got someone who's the Queen of Forces. She's, you know, force to be reckoned with. She's a very, again, very beautiful woman, very powerful woman. You know, they can really help you in this situation, okay? This may be a woman that's coming into your life, or a woman that's currently in your life, or this could be you, okay? But it's about balance, someone who's really balanced, someone who knows what they want. They're good with communication. They're good with getting out there, and very balanced person, you know, really getting a Libran vibe to it. So I'm not saying it's Libran, but I'm just getting that vibe, okay? You've also got the bird's nest. So this is about starting over. And what did I say? So now you're starting to build the house. Okay, so now the foundation's been laid, and what your situation, and now that this beginning starts, okay? And again, you know, now you're learning, this is about feeding the young. So you may be learning, you know, how to start over, how to look after a baby almost in a way. So you're babying the situation. But I really believe that whatever the healings may be still there, kind of in the background, still kind of taking place. But whatever you learned, again, it's now time to start. Your plans now need to be set into place. You need to now communicate. You now need to balance the situation. Again, you need to either become this Queen of Forces, or this Queen of Forces is going to be in your life, and that's what's going to help bring all of this to play, and all of this will get going. Okay, so this is a card of now feeding the young, but, you know, building your nest. But yeah, this is planning's done. Now it's time to do. Okay. The final outcome, you've got the Ark of Covenant. So this is, okay, so the Ark of Covenant is actually a card of legalities. Okay. For some of you, it's just to watch out for, maybe if it's a business plan, to make sure you look at all the legalities of your business. Maybe, you know, even if it's a career, to, you know, read all the documents that you were brought in. For some of you, it's signing divorce papers, or it's a legal contract. Some of you, it's a justice system. With the Queen of Forces, I'm also getting very much the justice, the Lady Justice there. Like I said, the Libran card, justice scales. Okay, so with the final outcome, it could also just, at the end of that, saying you're going to get what you just deserve. Okay, so if you've been a good person, you've worked really hard, and you've dealt with all your healing, and you've learned your lessons of the situation, you'll get what you deserve. Okay, the situation will now brings about a balanced situation. What may have not been balanced in the past is now going to be balanced. Okay, so now I have a set of cards I never really use, but today we're going to use it. Okay, it's a bit of a weird one, so I've got to choose one of three, and it gives us like a final answer, a final outcome to your question. Okay, so we have got in Gemini. Forces could also be air signs. Okay, in Gemini, and your planet is Mars, and your house is in the first house. Okay, so your final bit of information that hopefully helps you. Okay, I'm going to read all 3 lines. Hopefully this makes sense. Okay, the drive for information to explain who you are. Okay, so this such a whole question is maybe for you to drive, to dig deep, to find out exactly who you are. The confronting of communication about your desires. How funny is that? Okay, so this whole situation, what did I say? Communication is this middle part here. You now need to communicate what you desire. So whether this is even blogging, whether this is doing a prayer, whether this is with another person, maybe this Queen of Forces, you now need to communicate your desires to this person. Action resulting from fluctuations of your actions. So again, it's learning about your actions. Maybe your actions have been unbalanced and it's now time to balance it. Okay, so balance, communication, learning, healing, that's all going to help give you the answers to your question. I hope this helps and I hope this makes sense. If it does, please by all means give me a comment down below. I love hearing from you if I'm, hitting the nail on the head at all. That's the answer for asking the Akashic pile number 1. So comment, like, subscribe, and I will chat to you soon. I'm now going to move on to pile number 2. Pile number 2, aeroplane. Maybe you're traveling somewhere, or maybe your question has something to do with travel or relocation. We'll get to your question. Right, okay, so we have got, this is going to be the basis of your question, why the situation is the way it is. Hopefully this helps. It's the energies that are past, but it's still affecting your life right now. Okay, so we have got the Ascent, King of Forces, up in the air, the chess game. Right, okay, so with the Ascent, okay, so I have a song that comes to my head every time I see this, and do yourself a favor and go and Google Miley Cyrus, It's About the Climb, because that's what the Ascent is saying. It is, you know what, it's about the climb. If we were just given things in life, we would never understand or appreciate what we were given. So whether it's a career, whether it's money, whether it's a relationship, if you were just given if you kind of finished school, given your soulmate, given your R1 million or dollars, whatever, and given your mansion, your car, your house, your wife, your husband, whatever it is, your children, your everything, what is there left to live for? Okay, so everything's about the climb, everything is about the ascent, so that when you do finally reach the top, you have a sense of accomplishment. Okay, so this is saying to you, your basis of the situation, you are in the process of getting to the climb, of getting to the ascent, of getting to the top of your mountain. Okay, but you need to appreciate and understand that each one of these things, even if you fall a couple of times, it's about getting back up there and getting back up to the top. Wherever your goal is, don't lose hope, don't lose focus. Okay, enjoy the process, enjoy the journey to getting to the top. Okay, so you got the King of Forces. This is quite funny. So pile number 1 is the Queen of Forces, you got the King of Forces, and that is a card of, again, the forces, the king of a force to be reckoned with, a force of, this is a card of maybe something to do with astrology, something to do with science, something to do with a lot of energies, the moon, the stars, anything to do with that. But this is a king that's able to really balance situations. Okay, you have got 3 animals here who are daily animals they would normally never live in a calm way, because you've got a wolf, you've got a deer, and you've got a bunny. So all 3 of those are really natural enemies, and this king has managed to really calm down a situation. Okay, so this could be a man in your life that could really help with your situation, a man from your past, it could be you, but it's really a force to be reckoned with. Okay, so it also might just mean that you need to really be able to calm the people, calm the situation, calm yourself, or you're going to have someone, or you've had someone look out for this person in your life that can really help you calm yourself at the moment. Okay, so with this card up in the air, so you may literally feel like everything in your life is just up in the air. You know, I often say to people, I feel like I've got an elastic band around my stomach, and it's, you know, like one of those gym things where you're running and you're kind of running, but you're being pulled back. And that's how you may be feeling. You know, you can see the ascent, you can see the top of the mountain, but you just feel like, you know, as much as you're trudging up this mountain, you're being pulled back. Everything's just up in the air. Like you don't know what is going on. Nothing has come down yet. Okay, you cannot ground your situation. You cannot get things going. Okay, and again, there's normally a reason for that. With the card that's surrounding that, though, we have got the chess game. So this is quite important. Okay, so as you can see, it's a chess game, and one of the chess pieces has fallen over. Okay, sorry. So what this is saying to me is that, unfortunately, the reason why your situation is up in the air is because not everyone in your situation is there to help you. Okay, you may have some people that are there to help, and they're calming the situation, but you got other people who are playing a chess game. They are trying to work you out or play a game. You know, what can I get out of this? So just be very aware of the people that are around you, the people who are surrounding you, because someone does not have your best interest at heart. Okay, so maybe that's why things are up in the air, because you need to really look around and see who or what about the situation is not having your best interest. Okay, it could be yourself. Okay, for sometimes we are our own worst enemies. Sometimes we play games in our head. Okay, so just think about that. Look around you, look within you, and just say, you know what, am I playing games within my head? Am I fooling myself? Maybe you just need to calm your mind, calm your inner wolf in the situation. Okay, we have then got the Akashic field. This is your current circumstances. Okay, the architect. Now this is the most important card in this reading, because it is like the answer. Everything is surrounding this card at the moment. Okay, it's the middle of the card, and then we have got the journey. So yes, you guys got an aeroplane. I'm kind of jumping to the journey here because I'm just getting this. Okay, so this is a time of movement. Okay, so things in your life are going to start to move. You could literally be traveling. You could literally be moving. You could be starting all over again. Okay, so when you think about the ascent, the climb, you may have had people in the past that pulled you down. They didn't have your, because remember, this is the past. So you may really have acknowledged the fact that things are in the air. You don't know what's going on. It's because some people have been trying to pull you down. They're knocking you off your block. They're trying to pull you off the ascent. Every time you feel like you're getting to the top, someone keeps pulling you down. So it's almost like you're trudging up and someone keeps pulling you down from not getting to where you are. In your current situation, however, because your main theme is the architect, it's now saying it's time for you to take control. Can't blame other people anymore. You now need to build your life. Okay, the God or the Akashic or whatever your belief systems are basically going, there's the book, write it, write your scroll. Okay, design your life. You have got the Akashic field around you in the journey. So whether it means you need to travel somewhere for a little while, maybe you need to go and take a bit of a holiday, take a bit of a break, to think about your situation. You got the Akashic forces, which is the Akashic field, to think about the knowledge is surrounding your head, just swirling and swirling and swirling. It's about you to, you know, bring that stuff into you and use that knowledge, that force within you to build your life now. Okay, to build. If you were told you got 30 days left to live, you know, you would very quickly figure that out, you know. So do that. Sit with yourself and go, okay, Maybe you have to literally travel somewhere. Maybe you have a calling to go travel somewhere, but the Akashic field is really swirling its magic around you. It's like, you know, just think of this energy of all these words that are coming up that you just need to drain and pull it into yourself and go, okay, I know now what I need to do and how I can build my life. Okay. And your card in the end is the Four of Forces. So in the reverse it would be autumn, whereas you got facing up, which is spring. Now spring is a time of harvest. Harvest is autumn, sorry. Spring is a time of planting, so it's a time of planting seeds. It's a time, and because it's sitting on top of the archetype, so it's the top of your pyramid. I'll show you the card, sorry. Okay, so again, think of everything that spring represents. It represents birth, it represents beauty, it's a time of flowering, it's a time of nature, you know, hatchlings happening. It's a really, really beautiful time, and because it's at the top of your pyramid and it's literally right above your architect, it's literally saying, think of the genie coming to you right now and saying, I'm going to give you 3 wishes. What are your wishes? Okay, think about that. Okay, some of you, as I said, you may need to take a break, you may need to travel somewhere. For others, you may actually have to relocate completely, or if you've been looking to relocate, this is a sign that it's time to relocate. Okay, so I'm going to take these cards. It's a little bit of a different set. You read them together in a weird way. Hopefully it will give you some kind of answers if you haven't got any other answers. Hopefully this will answer your question if the Akashic hasn't done it already. Okay, so we have got card Virgo. Please don't take the signs or anything as it's just the words that come with it. We have got 12th house, and we need a planet, and we have got Jupiter. Right, so I read it, and I need to make sure I read it correctly. So just listen to the words and see what makes sense. Right, so your answer. Method for the healing powers of the granting of your faith. Okay, so what this is saying is that with the Akashic field, this is the time for you to really look at your faith and really have the faith. Okay, you may need to heal you may need to use some kind of healing within your life, whether it's physical healing or emotional healing, but it's going to give you a lot of faith. It's going to grant you faith. Okay, the analyzing of blessings from hidden tendencies. So again, hidden tendencies, the Akashic field that's around you, it may feel like it's hidden, but there's blessings around you. You just need to absorb the information that's around you. Okay, resulting from the perfectionism of good fortune, large institutions or overwhelming events. Okay, that one's thrown me a bit. Okay, so you may have a lot of good fortune, something to do with a large institution or some kind of overwhelming, maybe a event that seems overwhelming will actually bring you good fortune. Okay, I don't know, that one kind of threw me a bit. Hopefully you understand that one, but anyway, I think you know the granting of blessings from good fortune. So I think, you know, if you start to have faith in the situation, it will bless you with good fortune. Just look at the hidden tendencies or the stuff that's around you. As I said, like the Akashic field. Okay. Sorry, hopefully it makes sense to you, you understand. Okay, pile number 2, that is what I have for you. Please comment down below, like and subscribe, and share. You know, again, it might be someone around you that needs a bit of an answers, and you can share that information with them. Thank you very much, and I'm going to move on to pile number 3. Right, pile number 3, those who chose the racing horse. Maybe you want to gallop off somewhere. You know, maybe you are a horse in Chinese astrology. Maybe you just love horses. Anyway, right, okay, so we have got, okay, so the first line is the basis. So I'll go through the basis first. It's the basis of your question, why your situation is the way it is. It's a bit of the past, but it may still be affecting you. Okay, so the sands of time. Balance. the lookout, the willow tree. Okay. So your situation is the way it is. With the sense of time, it was a matter of timing. So whatever your question is, it's a matter of time. It could be divine timers at play. So there's no need to stress about it. So, you know, it's just saying that whatever it is that you're questioning, when the right time happens, it will happen. Okay. The reason being is the situation needed to be more balanced. There may have been legal, or may have been some kind of legal situation that you had to deal with first, okay? Or it's just a situation that needed to be a little bit more balanced before the situation can happen. I think that there was a bit of a tower moment. So again, there was a bit of danger. Maybe you didn't see the dangers. Maybe you didn't see the warning signs or the red flags. And so the situation had to crumble, okay? And then with the willow tree, I think it's because you needed to, again, I'm saying emotions, like calming emotions. Maybe you needed to calm your panties. You needed more calm in your life. You needed a lot more, you know, to become a lot more grounded. Maybe you weren't grounded because of the situation, because you were knocked off. I mean, this is the lookout, you know, the card of, you know, again, I'm just sensing, you know, not seeing the dangers in the situation, or not realizing that the situation just wasn't built on calm stuff. Maybe again, it's caused legal battles, it's caused unbalance in your life. And so there was a time period that was needed where maybe you just needed some calm. You know, you might have been really, really stressed out in the past. And so you really needed this beauty, this calm, this time in nature, this time to meditate. You just really needed a lot of time in your life, okay? And so, yeah, that's why your situation was the way it is. Let's go into current situation. So we have got this beautiful card, Archangel Michael. We have got this card, On Track. And we've got this beautiful card, Fated Meeting. Okay. So the center of your reading is this On Track. So the whole reading is centered on this card, On Track. So what this is saying to me is that, again, with the sands of time, when the right time happens, things are going to unfold. Okay, you are on track. So, okay, so don't have to question your situation. And I'm trying to jump, but pull back, you know, like calm your panties. Balance myself. Okay, right. All the time in the world. Okay, so with the card Archangel Michael, okay, this is, as you can see, he has got someone who wants to be lifted up. He has got a child that's, you know, basically begging to be lifted up. He's also used his magnificent wings, and he's got this like auric field that's surrounding these children. Okay, so it's a time where right now you are actually being protected. Okay, so whatever happened in the past, it may have been a karmic situation for some of you, that wasn't really good for you, and so it had to fail, okay, in order to bring about a new situation. And this situation, you are really, really protected right now, okay? So he's sitting there and he's trying to lift you up, and he's trying to expand your auric field, and he is protecting you all the way around, okay? So you are really being protected, divinely protected right now, okay? You are on track. And with the Fated Meeting card, it's telling me that, again, there's a clock. When the time is right, this meeting will come to play. This couple will come to play. This partnership will come to play. The situation will come to play. Again, when the clock strikes 12, or, you know, when the time is right, this was meant to happen. It's destined. You are on track. If this was a yes or no card reading, it's a yes for whatever it is that you're wanting. It's coming to you, okay? In divine timing, okay? I know we don't like that, but you're protected right now, and you're on track. So there's nothing. There's another clock here. Look there. Another clock. Okay. So we got the sands of time. We've got the clock. You know, these are the days of your life. Sorry, it had to come to me. And your final card is the Winged Message. So this is a message that's coming in. It's above your On Track. That's probably going to come in to help you with the situation. So it's winged, which means it could be a message from past over loved ones. You may have an angel who's coming down with an answer. There is someone who's trying to steal this winged message. So there might be someone who might try to, again, try and knock you off your basis. It might be some family drama, or again, a passing, or someone who's passed over, or just like I said. But a really important message is coming, and soon, and that will give you an answer to your question. Okay, again, fated. So, and I really don't want to say this. So, okay, so if it's a soulmate, you're on track to finding your soulmate, and this person is going to give you everything you didn't have. You may have had someone who was wrong for you, and they, relationship came crashing down, and you needed to rebalance yourself, and was karmic, and it hurt you and everything else. Right now you're being protected, you're on track, and your soulmate is in your location. Okay, if it's a business partner, same thing. If it's a job, same thing. This is something that's fated. It's for you. It's actually meant for you. It's literally, it was, on this day at that time, this situation is going to happen. Okay, so you can't run from it. You don't have to fear it. You're protected. The angels are telling you, we're there, we're guiding you, you're on track, don't stress. Okay, there's no need to, you're not running out of time. It's going to happen. Okay, a message is going to come through pretty soon, in the near future, that will bring this situation. Okay, as I said, whether it's a soulmate or not. So hopefully that's something that you wanted to hear. Right, I'm going to do these cards a little bit different, but it's going to give you like a final message. I've got to choose one from each card, and then we get a final outcome message for you. Okay, in Leo, Venus, and 8th house. Okay, so right, I'm going to read all three, see if any of these resonate. Okay, self-confidence to create the attraction of personal power. Okay, so again, you had dangers in the past, so therefore you missed the red flags, and the situation has allowed you to stand in your personal power. It has allowed you to work with your self-confidence. Okay, taking a chance on pleasures from the mysteries of life. So maybe it's taught you a lot of the mysteries of life. You've learned a lot about the situation, resulting from the impressiveness of good times, a major change. Okay, so again, personal powers, mysteries of life, a major change, the attraction of pleasure from good times. Okay, so take a chance, good things are happening, you're on track. Okay, you're going to gain the personal power that you need. You're going to gain a major change in your life, and it's good times. Okay, you're going to have good times are ahead. Okay, so pile number 3. Hopefully you understood this reading. Thank you very much, guys, for being here. Please comment down below. Those really help my channel. It's the best way in order to pay us is to comment, like, and to subscribe. Thank you ever so much for your time, and I will chat to you soon.